I hope this works. Okay. So hi, my name is Yan. I come from the Marine Stewardship Council. We are running a very exciting but ambitious program to drive change to global seafood consumption. So we regularly work with multiple stakeholders and partners to drive this change. So to us, fostering effective relationship is fundamental and the core ingredient to our long-lasting success. So a lot of us today have heard so much about partnership and the benefits that come with it. I'd like to share with you an exercise that we do at the Marine Stewardship Council as part of our newly launched science communication strategy. One of our objectives is to identify key opinion leaders within the scientific and NGO environment to help become our ambassador and support the work that we do. We regularly get criticism sometimes, or maybe research coming up with new ideas that we need to implement. So we find mapping stakeholders an important exercise before we go engaging with partners and form kind of working relationship together. So I hope I can convince you at the end of this talk that it is a fundamental activity or exercise to do, and hopefully influence your engagement with your partners, your commitment, and hopefully coming together with a joint ambition. So 4 primary steps, very simple, to map and identify, and then to analyze who these people are. And to hopefully, once you analyze them, you're coming together with a list of people that are playing key parts in your work, and then you could start planning an engagement activity with them, and finally partner up with them, but don't forget to monitor and also evaluate that relationship as you put forward. So we've identified these are the core players. Some texts are not showing too well. So essentially what we did was an inventory of all our stakeholder contacts that we had based on previous projects. We identified that these are key players in our work that are impacted by our strategy or our daily activity at the organization. A lot of them are external, so you have funders, scientists, NGO, government, but we also realize that internal staff are key drivers to all the changes that we do as well. So we sat down with the team, we brainstormed and put together some search terms to allow us to map out who inside science community that we need to engage with. And we also associate a scoring system. Once you put the list together, it can be an exhaustive list. It could be long, but this is just a snapshot. So we have a scoring system, for instance, using the media outlet as an example. For scoring them, 10 points, for instance, we've given to people that publish opinion pieces, 5 points perhaps for people that mention or quote MSc, and 2 points for people that also engage in that topic. We identify that it's also very important to allocate an owner to each unique contact. So we've put a relationship manager in column 4. So we are able to provide them guidance and also support to maintaining that relationship with key stakeholders. We've also then pinned them down based on their interest area. So this could be, a source of material that they publicize about their work. We've also gone through conferences database or things like that. And essentially for us to then pin down this win-win interests between our organization and them, and for us to tailor partnership based on key interest area. It is also worth showing you a tool that we're using at the moment to map out or prioritize our stakeholder. So this is a Bryson quadrant. So what we did was we mapped out our key contacts based on their influence and their interest within the industry's work. Whilst we prioritize our activities with key players, I think it's also important to monitor the members that are hanging at the lower quadrant for us to continue that engagement and make sure that they're informed with sufficient knowledge and continue to play an ongoing part in our work. So hopefully, before I finish this, we find this visualization really useful to help us find together, a win-win strategy before we approach partners, and hopefully you can have partnerships that are committed to your work and also wanted to work with you for a longer term and hopefully a very good success of your partnership. So yeah, I'll be here around today, tomorrow, so any feedback, questions, feel free to share. Thanks.
Okay.